everybody, how's it going? I'm back in World of Tanks on Live Oaks in a Tier 9 battle, playing my Tier 9 German heavy tank, the E-75. I've really come to like this tank. I've played about 30 battles in it, if I remember correctly, and I tend to do pretty well in those 30 battles, but I don't think I'm doing well enough. I'm not doing the tank justice, in my opinion. Most games I do around 3,000 damage, but in a Tier 9 I just don't think that's enough. But anyways, this was an interesting game for a couple reasons, but we'll get to that later. I take my normal route in a heavy tank in Live Oaks, and that's to go into the city. I usually hope the mediums tend to the railway line, because, well, I just don't like going over there. It's a bit selfish, but I prefer to fight it out in the city where I have hard cover and the ability to side scrape. So the first bit of this game is a little dull. I don't see very much to shoot at. I don't see anything to shoot at, rather, until I make my way up to where the T-44 is now. And that T-44 is facing off against a T-54E1, a T-20, and a KV-5. That shot was a bit rushed. I really didn't want the T-54A1 unloading on me, though, because those autoloaders do hurt quite a bit. But now I'm in a position where I can side scrape, and they pretty much have no chance of taking me on frontally. They really don't have very high penetration guns, and the armor on the E-75 is incredible. So in this kind of situation, I will win pretty much every time, even against multiple tanks. Now, if they had been coordinated and I had been alone, they might have been able to rush me and take me out. The E-75 does have a lot of health. Its armor is very good, and its gun is quite good, but its DPM is quite low. And that lack of DPM can make fighting off multiple tanks that are attacking you quite a challenge. Unless you're able to find somewhere where you can use your armor effectively. Or, like in this situation, they're not coordinated and they try to attack you frontally. There's pretty much no way an E-75 can get through my armor, unless he loads premium rounds and goes for my cupola, I believe. But that's 2 kills and 2,000 damage. Unfortunately, I don't get to finish off this T-20. I would have liked to, though. But the Tiger takes him out. Not the Tiger, the Tiger 2. The Tiger 2 takes him out. Okay, and see that Panther to my left? The enemy Panther? Remember him, because he comes back to bite me in a few minutes. Not even a few minutes, but fairly soon. And I look at him, so I know I've seen him. And I'm not sure what exactly happens in this game, but I guess I forget him. And he's even on my minimap still, the last known location. But I just completely forget him. And there he is again. Puts a shot into the side of my tank. He spots me for artillery, and artillery hits me. There are 3 enemy artillery, which is not good for me since I'm out in the open. I put a shot into his engine deck and set him on fire. And he gets taken out by the Tiger 2. But I'm still in the open, and there's still 3 enemy artillery. Now, what the Panther did to me was, well, the shot he put into me didn't really matter much. That was a tiny amount of damage. But what he did, basically, was he spotted me, and he slowed me down. And he gave the artillery time to aim in where I would be coming from. So, the GW Panther is spotted. He tries to shoot me, the shell lands short of me, and I finish him off. But I'm spotted again, and I'm trying to dodge the artillery. The M12 hits me, and I get tracked. Well, I guess he doesn't hit me, he splashes me. And I have to repair my tracks, because I know the M12 is fired, but there is a GW Tiger that still hasn't been spotted, and I don't know if he's fired yet. And I don't want to be hit by one of those things. So I'm on 5 kills, and my team very sportingly wants to give me my Top Gun, which is nice of them. Although it's not something I expect from people. You know, you don't have to give people medals, they should be earning them. But it is still a nice gesture, all the same. And there we go, 6 kills and 4,000 damage. And a Pascucci's medal, which is something I have not gotten in quite a while. Not since they issued the artillery nerf in, I think it was 8.6. Which I was okay with, because that meant less artillery and more HP on the enemy team. So that way I could do more damage potentially. And if those last 3 artillery had been regular tanks, I probably could have done a bit more damage. But it was still a pretty good game nonetheless. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and maybe I'll catch you next time. Happy hunting.